woke up this morning I'd say I've been driving for about an hour and a half, kind of listening to some news, waking myself up. Looks like it is Tuesday, May the 11th, almost 6:30. We are in Kansas, and I wasn't able to capture the sunrise because I was going through a little town and needed to stay focused. So, but it's a nice morning. It's overcast. Looks like we might run into some rain at some point today. But anyways, morning. So the saga unfolds with my stomach issues. I don't know what happened. My stomach was hurting so bad towards the end of my shift last night. It was literally had me in tears. Don't know what's going on. Woke up several times, very painful, right at the top of my stomach. The last time that this happened, it was really painful. I went to the hospital. They just said that it's trapped gas. So with the gastric bypass, what they do is they take where the esophagus enters the stomach, and they cut a little pouch out of that and close the top of the stomach. And then they bring up the lower intestine up to that pouch. That's the bypass of your stomach. So it reduces the amount of food that you can intake, and that's how the weight loss surgery works. But you still have your stomach, okay? The gastric sleeve, they actually remove your stomach. So you don't have that. So I still have my stomach, and so that I still get the enzymes and the digestive juices and stuff that helps digest the food in the intestine, okay? But during the digestion process, it releases gas. Well, I can't burp now. With this surgery, I'm not able to burp, so there's only one way for gas to get out, right? The lower regions. But sometimes that gas actually makes its way back up into my stomach, and it gets trapped at the top. And it's very painful because it wants to expel that gas, but there's nowhere for it to go other than pushing it back down. So the only thing I can do is lay down on my left side to allow that gas to come out of that. And it's very painful. It's a process. At one point, when I woke up during Alex, when he was taking his break, I was in so much pain. I got up, took a couple more ibuprofens, because ibuprofen does kind of help with the pain a little bit. And just out of trying something, I took some Alka-Seltzer, hoping to maybe open things up, and I felt better after that. I don't know why, but so I feel okay this morning, but my stomach is still very tender at the top, and I'm really scared to eat or drink anything because I don't want gas to get trapped. But if I remember correctly, it happens. I almost feel like, well, the pain is so hard that it does make me dry heave. My stomach's no, you will get out of there what's in there, but there's nowhere out but down. I don't know. But anyhow, so I kind of dealing with that still a little bit. Other than that, I feel good. We almost kind of, in the beginning, almost wondered, because Alex said that I was pretty warm last night, like a fever. I did wake up at one point a little sweaty, but not real bad. So I might have had a small fever, but we kind of wondered maybe it was a little bit of symptoms from the vaccine, but I'm almost 5 days out from the shot, so I don't think that the symptoms would have shown up so late. So again, I just think it was just some trapped gas, and why it keeps going up there, because I felt good yesterday when I woke up. Oh, excuse me. About halfway through the day, I started feeling it coming back, and then towards the end of my drive, I actually had to stop an hour early because I just couldn't go anymore. And Alex had to sit here for an hour before he was able to go on duty because his time wasn't up, and I had to go back and lay down. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see today. I did have an apple and a banana just because I need something, but I'm hoping that the fiber will help keep things moving, so it doesn't get trapped. But anyways, so it looks like Russia has a school shooting now. I heard 11 died in that school shooting. The shooter was detained. I don't think he shot himself. I'm pretty sure. It was a story that was on right. I heard it earlier and then again right before we switched over to live. So yeah, I guess that's a thing in Russia now. Well, I haven't heard the vaccine, or I haven't heard the latest on India on COVID and how they're doing. I know that it's been pretty grim and pretty dire there. And I haven't heard a whole lot yet. Of course, it's still, it's early today to be able to get the news. The news on the weekend is usually what I'm getting is like what was done on Friday. So like my news on Saturday or on Sunday is a repeat of what happened on Saturday and possibly even Friday, unless there's anything substantial that came up over the weekend. So Monday morning is usually when I get my newest news, where I guess today's Tuesday, but still, so I'm still hearing a lot of even the reports that I'm hearing this morning are the same things that I heard over the weekend. So I guess there's not a whole lot going on. Either that or the news is very slow. I don't know. Let me see what else. Oh, we did get another load already. That was really surprising that they got us another load already, but it is an expedited timed load. So probably they really, and we're in the area, it's going to be 100 miles from where we dropped this load to pick up the next one, and it will be going to Commerce, Colorado. So it looks like, and then usually what we'll do is we'll do a 34-hour reset after that load because we'll be about that point. So I don't know, maybe we'll get to see Grandma and Lorelai and Uncle John and stuff. So we'll see how that plays out. We do need to put the truck into the shop for a sensor replace. I think I talked about yesterday about how the coolant sensor, if I go over a big bump or the road is rough, it makes that sensor go off because it's real loose. So on the coolant container, it has a sensor with a wire and it's super loose. So that just needs to be replaced. And from what I understand, when I talked to somebody yesterday, one of the driver leaders has said that Kenworth, that's one of the problems with Kenworth is that sensor, and he's confirmed that what we're doing is the correct thing, which is you pull over, turn off, let the engine do a reset, and then turn it back on, and it's fine as long as your temperatures are good, which they are. It's just that sensor. He said if that doesn't work, you can always pop the hood and go in there and move it, but so far just turning off the engine for 30 seconds resets the sensors, and then we're good to go. It's just a pain to have to pull over because sometimes it's not a good place to pull over, and man, that thing's ding, 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 and it's quite annoying and distracting. Oh, goodness. Especially because we hit a lot of that rough road going through the construction, and there's all kinds of construction everywhere. So anyways, yeah, the shop, we need to put the truck in the shop, and that's probably going to be super quick. quick fix. I would say that maybe an hour or two, but it don't matter. We're going to do a 34 reset. And so we might get to see the fam. Let me see. What else? No, I can't really think of much else. I got the yawns today. I'm not sleepy, I just a lot of yawning. I think that's about it. Well, I hope everybody has a great morning. Make sure that you're still doing that, following the CDC guidelines, please. Socially distance, wash your hands. I mean, washing your hands should be a normal. I mean, we should be doing that anyhow. I still to this day see people walk out of the bathroom without washing their hands. And that's nasty. It's even more so nasty when they're walking out of the stall where they just went and did a number 2 and walked out. That's even more nasty. But it both is nasty. But anyhow, wash those hands. Socially distance. Mask up when you're indoors. If you're fully vaccinated, they're saying we don't need a mask up when we're outdoors unless we're around a lot of people. Then you should mask up. If you're not vaccinated, you should mask up. Again, I think that if you were out walking on the sidewalk and there's nobody with you, I don't believe it's necessary to wear a mask, right? Because it's a 6-foot distance. It's not something that lingers in the air. That's the other thing that kind of cracks me up. But hey, at least you're wearing a mask. But seeing these people in the car by themselves wearing a mask. Okay. Hey, at least you're masking up. But it's not necessary when you're in your home or you're in your car by yourself. I can see if you're like an Uber driver or something, yeah, you should mask up, prevent the spread or the possibility of you getting from a passenger. But anyways, all right guys, have a super good Tuesday. I'll give you an update tomorrow on Wednesday. I'll try to find something to talk about tomorrow. I'll give a little more substance. Hopefully it's not about my stomach again. Hopefully today we're going to be good. Last night was the end of whatever that was going on. So, alright guys, love you. Take care.